That's why many black people don't feel comfortable calling the police. I certainly don't.
Keep it 100, I be feeling like Campbell soup over white rice. Baked chicken with the skin on. Yeah, Lowry's with black pepper. I'm fully seasoned with laughter.
What's good, descendants? It's your boy Dre, and welcome to my channel. Keep it 100, Dre. So, a black man in Virginia, he called the police, and when the police arrived, apparently they mistook his cordless phone for a gun and shot him 10 times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a condensed version of his call to the police, and the moments right before the police officers shot him. And I'm going to place the full video in the link in the description in case you want to watch the entire video, but I don't want to post the entire video. So, take a look at this video.
Isaiah, what's going on?
My brother won't let me get in my mom's room.
Okay, and why is that an emergency?
What you gotta do? Get in there.
Why is that an emergency?
Because I can't get to my car.
Your car was towed. What is the problem?
I'm about to kill my brother.
You don't kill your brother. Do you have a gun?
Yeah.
You have a gun on you.
Nope.
You need to hold your hands up. Hold your hands up.
Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Want a gunpoint? Show me your hands now! Show me your hands! Drop the gun! He's got a gun to his head. Drop the gun now! Stop walking towards me! Stop walking towards me! Stop! Stop!
So, his name is Isaiah Brown, and he was calling the police on his brother. And as you can see, he told the dispatcher that he does not have a gun, and the dispatcher heard that. But the scary ass police come, and they're like, drop your gun, losing their damn mind, and he had a cordless phone in his hand, and was shot 10 times as a result. Luckily, somehow, he survived being shot 10 times. So, it seems like he's going to make it. But of course, that's not the case with most people. If they get shot, a lot of times if a person shot one time, they die. This man was shot 10 times and survived. So, that's something that's great news. Even though the cops tried to murder him, he somehow was able to survive. So here's the crazy thing about that. As we all know, Derek Chauvin was found guilty of all 3 charges of murder on April 20th. So just one day later, this man Isaiah Brown was shot and almost killed by police. So I heard people make the argument that, oh, you know, Derek Chauvin being found guilty is such a national, international story that the verdict is going to somehow change the way police treat black people, because they're going to be more afraid to murder black people because they saw this man was found guilty as something so egregious. So the very same day that Chauvin was sentenced, the police officer murdered a little black girl that had a knife. When we seen with police officers not shooting at white people when they have guns pointed at them, he couldn't shoot her in the leg, he just killed her right away. So, and obviously this guy was shot and nearly murdered the very next day. So, a person being found guilty, one police officer is out of the very many terrible apples, a terrible system, that's not going to change anything. They're not afraid of being found guilty just because one of them got found guilty, because the vast majority of them, nothing happens. So I remember about 2 years ago, or 3, I came to visit my mom, and she wasn't home at the time, so I just waited in the apartment. And there was a man who tried to break into our apartment. And my mom, she lives in a predominantly white neighborhood. That part is very important. So I went to go handle it because I had in my mind there's no way in hell I was going to call the cops. And I was very shocked when my stepfather asked, hey, why didn't you call the cops? I was shocked for two reasons. One was because he pretends he's super hard and he would never call the cops no matter what. But he's like, why didn't you call the cops? I'm like, what? And then the second reason was because I had in the back of my mind, what if I call the cops and they think that I'm the one trying to break in? So my mom and my family, they were the only black family that lived in that building. And the cops would probably think, hey, why would a white guy try to break into a house? Of course it's a black guy and shoot me dead. I had that in the back of my mind. And that's what happened here. The guy's house wasn't getting broken into, but he called the cops and the cops shot him. That's something that happens quite often. I remember a few years ago, there was a guy who was suicidal. And his family called the police because, you know, they don't want him to take his own life. And the cops like, oh, he's suicidal, I got you. Shot him and killed him. He was a danger to no one but himself. And the cops like, all right, you want to die? You're going to die. That's why many black people don't feel comfortable calling the police. I certainly don't. And there have been situations where I maybe should have called police, and I'd be like, nope, I'm not calling the police because they might come and shoot me. So that's all I gotta say for this video. If you like the content, like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the post notifications so you know when I post videos in the future. But I gotta leave you with one more thing before the video is over, and that's the word of the day. The word of the day for today is embittered. Embittered is spelled E-M-B-I-T-T-E-R-E-D. The definition of embittered is angry or resentful at having been treated unfairly. So now I will attempt to use embittered in a sentence. Relations between the black community and the police are embittered because we are often treated unjustly by them. Hopefully I used that sentence correctly. So again, if you like the content, like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the post notifications so you know when I post videos in the future. And use embittered in a sentence in the comment section below so I know you watch the video to the end. Again, I really appreciate you watching the video. 100% this. Peace.
Well, I've been stacking up. Nah, really that ain't accurate, cause I just spent my whole damn advance in the past couple months just to compensate for times we ain't have enough. Ooh.